Welcome back to the Explainer. Today, we're unpacking what's frankly the most massive set of AI updates we've ever seen dropped in a single 24-hour window. We're distilling all the major announcements out of Google I/O 2026 and analyzing what can really only be described as a fundamental reality shift in how we interact with technology.
Okay, let's dive right into this because this one quote really hits the nail on the head. AI is moving from predicting text to simulating reality. For the last few years, we've treated AI like a passive tool, something that's basically just a super smart autocomplete, or something that spits out a static image based on a prompt. But what Google just showcased is an AI that has become an active, reasoning participant in both our physical and digital worlds.
So let's start with Section 1, Creation, Gemini Omni Flash.
Google just rolled out this breathtaking new model called Gemini Omni Flash. It is a total game changer for digital creation because it takes Gemini's core ability to reason about the real world and fuses it with the ability to build entirely new things from scratch. And honestly, it brilliantly illustrates just how flexible this system is. Until now, most AI video tools needed incredibly rigid instructions and still lacked real depth. But the Flash Extended model, which is the version built for longer video outputs, accepts an unprecedented, wild combination of inputs all at once. You can literally throw the kitchen sink at it. Images, audio clips, raw video footage, plain text, feed it all in simultaneously, and it synthesizes the whole shebang into high-quality video that actually understands the underlying concepts.
To really put this into perspective, look at this specific prompt they used during the keynote. Make an accurate claymation explainer of protein folding. The result was absolutely staggering. The system spit out a fully finished, self-narrated claymation video. The explanation was scientifically accurate, showing amino acids folding into helices and complex 3D shapes, and the visuals perfectly matched what the AI narrator was describing in real time. But here is the craziest part. There were 0 scripts uploaded for the voiceover, no research papers attached for the science. The AI just pulled from its own innate understanding of the world to build the video from scratch, meaning none of us have to pretend we understand organic chemistry anymore, right?
All right, moving on to Section 2, Navigation, Search and Personal Agents.
So we've seen how AI simulates reality in creation, but Google has also unveiled the very first major redesign of Google Search in 25 years to help us navigate it. The difference between these two eras is literally night and day. On the left, we have what we're all used to. You ask a question, you get 10 blue links and some static text. But on the right is the new era. The entire interface is now generative. If you ask a gnarly question about astrophysics, it doesn't just hand you an article. It builds a live, interactive simulation right there in the results page. If you ask it to track your fitness routine, it builds a functional, custom dashboard that instantly pulls in live maps and your local weather.
Now, what's really interesting about the slide is this number, 24/7, because the biggest change to Google Search isn't just the visual interface. It's the fact that Google has put AI agents directly inside the search bar, and they never, ever sleep.
These search agents run continuously in the background to autonomously handle your real-world logistics. Let's say you're hunting for a specific pair of shoes. You tell the agent to track a sneaker collab drop from your favorite athlete. Or maybe you tell it to find a private karaoke room for Friday at 6 p.m. that also serves late-night food. You type it once and walk away. The agent monitors the internet 24/7 and triggers instant notifications to your phone the exact millisecond that sneaker is announced or that perfect room opens up. But what if you need an agent to do actual, tangible work for you? Enter Gemini Spark. This is your personal cloud-based agent. It doesn't just search, it executes tasks under your direction. It is deeply woven into the workspace tools you already rely on daily. Gmail, Docs, Slides. And because it runs entirely on Google Cloud, your laptop can be completely shut, and Spark is still out there hustling on your behalf. Let's look at how this actually plays out with some relatable use cases. Imagine you're completely slammed at work, but Spark is quietly in the background monitoring your kid's school inbox for upcoming deadlines. It realizes it's your turn to bring snacks to a game tomorrow, and it remembers the snacks have to be nut-free. Spark automatically drops those exact items into your Instacart and just waits for you to hit pay. No more panicked late-night grocery runs. It'll even proactively check your monthly credit card statements to flag hidden or new subscription fees you might have missed. It is literal personal automation applied to daily life. Okay, Section 3, Execution. Anti-gravity 2.0. We've covered creation and navigation. Let's move into digital execution, specifically how we build software and code. Google unveiled a massive update for developers called Anti-Gravity 2.0. It's a new desktop application built around multiple AI agents working in parallel on different pieces of a single problem. And if you compare the two versions, the transformation is incredible. Anti-Gravity 1.0 on the left, totally intimidating. Terminal windows, massive files, raw code, very much a hardcore programmer's vibe. But version 2.0 on the right strips all of that away completely. The whole interface is incredibly accessible now. It's just a simple chat box that looks identical to what you'd see in WhatsApp. And what that chat box can do is honestly mind-blowing. In a live test, the user entered one simple prompt: make a Chrome Dino Infinite Runner game that plays itself in a cyber theme. Let's walk through this timeline. Within 4 seconds, the AI agent wrote out a complete plan for the visuals, the styling, and the code. But here is where it gets crazy. When they tried to play it, there was an error. Instead of the user having to jump in and fix it, the AI automatically entered an error phase. It investigated the problem entirely on its own. Noticed the AI player was crashing in the game, autonomously rewrote the obstacle detection and jumping logic, and successfully launched a fully working, self-playing game. Zero manual code was written by the user. Literally none.
Let's move on and see how this builds into Section 4, the physical world. Android XR smart glasses. Because software is just one half of the equation, right? Google and Samsung also unveiled the hardware that brings this AI off your screens and onto the streets. Meet the new Android XR smart glasses. The core bet here is that the future of AI literally lives on your face. Google is tackling Meta's dominance in the intelligent eyewear space head-on, powered by a unified AI operating system built with Samsung. These glasses come in 2 distinct flavors: audio glasses that deliver spoken assistance directly into your ears, and display glasses that overlay visual information right in front of your eyes. Their real-world, everyday capabilities are where the magic really happens. You just trigger them by saying, "Hey Google," or by tapping the frame. Imagine looking at a restaurant as you're walking past, and the glasses instantly pull up live reviews visually right in your field of vision. They can provide turn-by-turn navigation overlays painted right onto the sidewalk to guide you. You can easily manage calls, texts, and snap photos completely hands-free. It's an absolute leap forward in how we interact with the physical environment around us. Which brings us to Section 5, the engine and the ecosystem. To truly appreciate this reality shift, we need to zoom out and look at the connective tissue powering all of these staggering announcements. Everything we've discussed requires an incredibly powerful underlying engine, and that engine is the new Gemini 3.5 Flash model. Google designed this to be the undisputed default engine for anyone building with AI today. Why? Because of its blazing speed and incredible cost efficiency. It is 4 times faster than other frontier models currently on the market, and, perhaps more importantly, the cost to run it is roughly a third to a half of Google's previous flagship 3.1 Pro model. So the crucial point is, Google is entirely shifting its business strategy based on this new engine. They aren't just tacking on AI features to their existing lineup. They are spending an unbelievable $190 billion in capital expenditures this year alone. They are taking that mountain of cash to completely rebuild every single one of their products: Search, Workspace, Android, Chrome, YouTube, and their hardware, with AI functioning fundamentally underneath it all. Which leaves us with a final thought. With Google rebuilding its entire ecosystem around an AI that isn't just predicting text, but actively simulating, navigating, and executing within our reality, is the tech landscape forever changed? We are rapidly moving from a world where we merely use computers to perform isolated tasks to a world where we partner with continuous autonomous agents that actually understand our context. How will this reality shift permanently impact your own daily workflows and the way you interact with the world? It's a massive shift, and understanding it now is absolutely the key to thriving in the very near future. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.